What's going on, everybody? My name is Tank, and today we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I'll be giving you guys a real quick snapshot view of what's happening within the charts. I'll also give you guys my opinion about what might possibly be happening over the next couple of days. Right now, we're going to start off in Bitcoin's 4-hour time frame, and Bitcoin is trading for $31,642 as we speak. We are really trying our best to stay above $31,000. In fact, we have tried to rally up to $32,000 a couple of times now, but every single time that we do that, we get pushed back down to where we are now. You can see that it's evident because most of the candles here are not very big bodied candles at all. Matter of fact, the majority of it is all just wicks over the past 3 days. So we have been battling it out with the bears over the past 3 days for this price point on Bitcoin's chart. The likelihood of us probably going sideways is more high than us pumping. And honestly, if I want to give it a unbiased opinion about what's actually happening, we'd probably see a little bit more dippage before rallying back up to see higher price points, or at least setting higher lows again on Bitcoin's chart. And the reason why I say that is just simple. Just you can see the overall sentiment just by looking at the green and red candles on Market Cipher A. It's just overwhelmingly red. And that's just basic TA stuff, guys. You can see that the overall emotional sentiment of Bitcoin's price right now is bearish for whatever reasons, and I do have my opinions about it. People are either in preparation of a major sell-off, or they're thinking that they're going to get dumped on further, so they're just, setting themselves up for whatever position they need to be in. I'm not, blaming them. You got to do what you got to do. Different strokes for different folks. I am in the camp that I do not think that this is going to go much further than where we are right now. I think we're in very deep oversold territory for Bitcoin. I think if we could stick it out for the next week, maybe, possibly even the next couple of days, we will soon start seeing higher lows being made and higher price points for Bitcoin in the near future. Let me go ahead and tell you guys why I think that. One, because the grayscale unlocking is happening today, tomorrow, and even I think maybe over the 19th. If we can get through that unlocking, which I think a lot of this for the retail investor has a lot to do with that for them. If we can get through that, you guys will find that a lot of those investors actually don't sell their Bitcoins for a loss. They actually reinvest and or just hold. I think a lot of this is in anticipation or an preparation of a possible sell-off from those investors. I really don't see them selling, guys. That doesn't make any sense for them to do. Maybe to reinforce their positions would make more sense, or just to plainly hold would make even more sense for any one of those investors. But yeah, that's just my opinion, not financial advice. But I do think over the next couple of days, if we can get through that, we'll see higher price points, or at least higher lows being set on the Bitcoin price. Going back into the time frame, so let me show you guys quickly also why I think we might see higher price points. If we see on the 6-hour how we're holding up, we have a really thick anchor wave on the 6-hour, guys. If we get down to the 60 with RSI starting to point back upwards in the next couple of hours, guys, and what I mean by like the next 24 hours, that might actually lead into a really good juicy long position. We might actually be seeing the floor for this recent push to the downside. Let me show you guys 7-hour here. 7 hours, even a thicker anchor wave. 8-hour. We have even better looking Market Cipher B setup here, guys. We have anchor waves still coming down there, a lagging indicator though. They might soon, if we get any deeper here, start flattening out and turning upwards. And if it does, that would lead to a 12-hour doing the same thing. Look at that, guys. We just recently got a signal showing us that this might be a good position to get into for a long hold. Definitely not like a scalp or anything like that. Definitely not a high leverage, but maybe like a spot buy. But this might actually be a good buy for a spot position. Because the RSIs are putting back up. We have a super deep anchor wave past the 60 line. We have double green dots giving us confirmation. But guys, the one thing I want to show you guys is the daily setup, guys. Look at this anchor being set on the daily. 9 times out of 10 on Market Cipher B, whenever you get these daily deep anchor waves with the further confirmation of a double green dot or a green dot, 9 times out of 10, you get into a really good position to the upside, guys. If I just scroll back and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here, we don't get them very often. We don't get deep anchors like this very often on Bitcoin's chart. Matter of fact, if I go all the way back here, you guys can see the last time we did that was back in September 2020. Where we got a deep anchor like we're getting now. And then if you would have just got in a spot position, held the top to all the way to the, rode it all the way to the top, you would have been in a great position. Again, we got it right here. Wasn't very deep, but we got a green dot here with a kind of a deep anchor wave. It's not the 60 or nothing like that, but we got a deep one there. Again, great position, guys. Here, great position. Boom. They play out 9 times out of 10. Here, when we got the massive sell-off, boom. That's what it's kind of looking like right now. It's looking very similar to this. Boom, got the massive sell-off. We rallied, guys. We rallied all the way back up to 40. Now, we did get dumped on even further, but we did get into a really good position. If you guys were able to realize profits and not be too greedy, you would have done well for yourself. So again, guys, that's just what I'm thinking right here, guys. Look at this setup on the daily for Market Cipher B. could be a really good setup. Only time will tell, guys. Let's move over to ETH right now. ETH looking very, very similar on the daily, guys. We're getting a really good setup here on ETH's Market Cipher, on Market Cipher B for ETH, guys. Again, we don't get these really deep anchor waves too often, and when we do, guys, they usually do play out on the charts. No matter what the asset is. If we go back over to the 4-hour time frame, guys, again, we just got recently a green dot on the 4-hour. Is it a fake out? Will we get price just going sideways even further? Probably. We have to wait. I honestly think we have to wait for the next couple days for things to play out with the grayscale event before we start seeing higher lows or higher price points on any one of these assets. But that's just what I'm seeing, guys. If we move on over to ADA, same thing for ETH as in ADA, guys. Let's go over real quick and skip on over 6, 7, 8, 12 and look at the daily, guys. Look at that. Look at that setup, guys. Again, whenever you get those daily deep anchors, I mean, you can't ignore them. We are in deep oversold territory. I don't care what anybody says. We're oversold right now. We're oversold. I know the sentiment is bearish, but keep in mind, guys, we're in oversold territory. In fact, if I go back to Bitcoin and show you guys the 2 triangles that I've been looking at, the wedge patterns that I've been looking at, share it with you guys here quickly. You can see on the 4-hour time frame, we have been in this overall bigger descending triangle, which is a bullish triangle pattern. We do have about 20 more days for this pattern to technically play out, which could lead to lower price points, maybe about $27,000 or $28,000 for Bitcoin. But usually the way you exit these wedge patterns, these falling wedge patterns, is to the upside. And if we do, the target range is like $45,000 to $50,000, guys. Even within the wedge pattern, we do have a smaller micro pattern here showing you guys on the 4-hour time frame that we could have just recently found the floor here. We could have this smaller pattern play out as well. And the reason why I'm getting this validation is if you look here, we've had 4 touches now. Anytime I see a pattern with, 3 or more touches, I have to give it some kind of attention. So there's that pattern as well, guys. We could possibly be at the floor right now. This is not a bad position to be in, not financial advice, but if you're a long-term investor, I bought some just recently. I'll buy some more if it goes even down further. But this is not bad from what I'm seeing. Matter of fact, this is a prime opportunity for all you long-term investors, guys. We are getting a second chance at getting back into a position we wanted to be in, 4 months ago. Seriously, you got to look at it. It's all about perspective. Fortune and wealth is usually divided by one's perspective of the matter. Are you thinking long term? Do you have a successful mind frame? Are you looking at a perspective of an opportunity rather than, this is horrible? I'm in the mindset of this is one of a really good opportunity right now. Yeah, we could get further opportunities, but we don't know that. You can't time the market. That's one of the number one rules you learn when you first get into trading or investing, guys. You don't try to time the market. You will not beat the market. Just get in where you feel comfortable getting in and invest. That's what investing is long term. Get into where you're comfortable getting into per your risk management, per your financial ability. Don't try to time the market. To me, this is a great opportunity for a long-term hold. To you, maybe not. But anyway, I just kind of want to share that mindset with you guys. It's all about perspective. Do you perceive this as a horrible scenario or do you perceive this as an opportunity? I see this as a really good opportunity. Anyway, that's just what I'm seeing in the charts, guys. I'm sorry for speaking really fast. I was trying to make a quick video in comparison to what I normally make. I want you guys to just remain in profits. Be safe, guys. Don't overextend yourself. Practice proper risk management. If you haven't liked the channel, please do so. I'm just trying to give you guys, my honest opinion of what I'm seeing on the charts. No bias here. I'm not getting paid from YouTube. I'm not getting paid from any outside source. I'm just trying to help like-minded individuals who are trying to look for these good opportunities and capitalize them like I am. Again, not financial advice, just showing you guys what I'm seeing, telling you guys what I'm doing. Maybe this helps some people, but yeah, if you can, like the videos, subscribe to the video, guys. I put out videos every single day. If you guys want to join a Discord group that's about helping other people and just bouncing off ideas off each other, guys, join the Discord group. I invite you guys to start conversing with each other. That's what I'm all about. I just want to hear you guys' opinions, whether it be good or bad. But yeah, be safe, be blessed, remain in profits. Peace.